Dear student, I am starting your lecture 11 on the topic operational amplifier. Today we will see some numerical based on the current source circuit. Let us see the first numerical. The circuit is given to you. So I am showing you circuit. This is a circuit diagram. In this circuit, the emitter of the both of the resistors are coupled. It is connected to here minus 5 volt. This is plus 5 volt. The collector is connected to base of both the transistors. This is your IC1. Here I am showing you this is your IC2. This is IO current IC2. This transistor is Q2. This transistor is Q1. They have given VB is equal to 0.7 volt and beta is equal to 100. This value RE they have given 10 kilo ohm. Calculate value of the IO. Find value of IO. These are questions. Look here, the circuit is given to you. They have also given this current, they have written I reference. This current they have given I reference, and they are asking you find the value of this IO. What is this value? This data is given. So let us start the solution of this. Now think what is the way to find the answer. See here, this current, let me say this current. Let me say this current is ammeter current. This current is ammeter current. So I will write here ammeter current IE1. I write here ammeter current IE2. So from the circuit I can write I reference is equal to IE1 plus IE2. Due to symmetrical transistor, due to identical transistors, we are taking IE1 is equal to IE2 is equal to I. So I reference is nothing but the 2IE. So you can write I reference is equal to 2 into base current plus collector current, or I can write I reference is equal to 2 into collector current upon beta plus IC, or you can write again I reference is equal to 2IC. IC I have taken 1 upon beta plus 1. Look carefully what we have done. What the question? Find the value of IO. So I have to find IO, this current. So looking to the diagram, I have seen that this I reference. So let me say this is I ammeter current IE2, IE1. So IE1 plus IE2 is equal to I reference, that I have written here. Okay. So this I have written here. Then I have taken, due to identical transistor, I am taking IE1 is equal to IE2 is equal to I. So this is 2I. What is emitter current? Base current plus collector current. What is base current? Collector current upon beta. So collector current you have taken common, 1 by beta plus 1. So now let us find the I reference. If you find the I reference, you can find the IC. Look here, how to find the I reference. Let us find the I reference. Look in the circuit. This voltage you connected here, plus 5 voltage. This is a minus 5 voltage. So between these and this point, total voltage is 10. This is a plus 5. This is a minus 5. So total voltage is 10. So this 10 voltage is equal to this voltage, that is your VBE, plus this voltage. So minus 5, this is plus 5. With this plus 5, you can say it is here. So I can say between these two, how much total voltage? 10. So this 10 voltage is equal to this voltage plus this voltage. This voltage is VB plus this voltage is current into resistance. So I am writing the 10 voltage is equal to 10 volt is equal to VBE plus, you can write, I reference into RE. So from this you can find the I reference. So I am writing 10 volt. This is 0.7 plus I reference into 10 into 10 raised to 3. So this gives the value. I reference is equal to, I can write 0.93 milliampere. You can check this from this calculation. So I reference from this, you can write 0.93 milliampere. So use this value in this equation, you can find the IC. So I am using this value in this equation and find the IC. So let us, I reference you return 2 into IC upon 1 by beta plus 1. So this is 0.93 milliampere is equal to 2. IC I have to calculate. Beta is 100 they have given. If you calculate this, nearly about, you will get 0.46 milliampere. Due to mirror effect, I can write this value is IC1 and IC2 are nearly equal, and it is nothing but the what? 0.46 milliampere. So this is the question, find IO. So we find the IO. Okay, now just revision, look here. Before the question, find the IO. So this I have to find. This is a circuit is given to you. This circuit is given to you. So from the circuit, what I did? This I reference is called this addition of these two current. That is, these two current I have taken equal, because these are identical. You know that we are taking the identical transistor throughout the theory. So this is identical. So I am taking a 2I. What is emitter current? Base current plus collector current. So I can get this equation relation between what? I reference and IC. I get the relation. Okay. So this is your IC. So IC I have to find. So to find the IC, you should know the I reference, because beta is known to you. So what is I reference? This is a plus 5 voltage, this is a minus 5 voltage, this is total 10. 10 voltage is equal to this voltage. This voltage means you can say this is your VB plus 10 voltage VBE plus this voltage VBE plus I reference into RE, that I have written here. So from this you can get the value of I reference. So I reference is 0.93 milliampere you will get. So 0.93, you put this equation, you get your answer. This is a numerical number 1 we have discussed. Now second numerical we are discussing. See, for the circuit as shown in figure, I am showing you circuit. I am showing you circuit like this. they have written here 15 kilo, so I am writing 15 kilo. See, this is another transistor. Here they have connected another resistor. This is a 2.8 kilo ohm they have given. This is unknown resistance RC. This voltage they have written VO 6 volt. This is a Q2, this is a Q1, and this is connected to this point. Here voltage they have given plus 12 volt. Let me say it is VCC. This is a ground line. This is I reference they have written here. Okay, this current they have written I1. This current they have written I1. This is your, from this point I am writing IC1. This is your IC2. Okay, question. I am telling you question. For a given circuit, if beta is 200, and VB is equal to 0.7 volt, calculate IC1, IC2 and IO. If the written is IO, this is nothing but the IO. Calculate this value. Also calculate for a given circuit, beta is 200, VB is 0.7 volt. It is your 0.7 volt, 0.7. Calculate this current plus also calculate value of RC to get VO is equal to 6 volt. So let us did the solution. Here we will take also current mirror image. Look here. With this voltage they have written 0.6. With this is your VBE 0.7. Sorry, they have written 0.7. Okay. So clear cut you can say here VB is nothing but I1 into 2.8 kilo ohm. So from this I can write I1 is equal to 0.7 upon 2.8 into 10⁻³. If you calculate this, you will get nearly about 0.25 milliampere. 0.25 milliampere. Now, what I find? I1. Let us find I reference. So look here. What is, because to find I reference you can easily find this IC2. What is I reference? Look here. This circuit. 12 volt is equal to I reference into R1 plus VB plus what you can write? VB 12 volt between these two is nothing but this voltage or this voltage. 12 volt is equal to this voltage I reference R1 plus VC. So I am writing this. Look here. So 12 volt is equal to I reference into R1 plus VC. So I can write 12 volt is equal to I reference into R1 plus VB. Look here. VC is nothing but the VB. You can see from the circuit. You can see from the VC is nothing but the VB, so I am writing like this. So 12 volt is equal to I reference. Let me write direct, if you very easy for you understanding. I reference is equal to 12 minus VB. VB is how much? 0.7 upon I reference 15 into 10 is to 3. So if you do this calculation, I reference is equal to, you will get 0.75 milliampere. You get this. Now you get the value of I1, you get the value of I reference, so you can easily find the what IC2. Look at how to find. Look at this point. Let me say this is your A junction. So reference current, here it is your reference current. So this current is equal to this current IC1 plus IB1. So let me write the here. IB1 plus IB2 plus this current. So look here again. I reference is equal to IC1 plus IB1 plus IB2 plus I1. Again, I reference is equal to IC1 plus IB1 plus IB2 plus I1. So that I am using the equation. I reference is equal to IC1 plus IB1 plus IB2 plus I1. IC1 plus this is IC1 upon beta plus IB2 plus I1. So I can write IC1 plus IC1 by beta. This is IC2 by beta. Actually I have to write here, but due to current mirror I can say this is value is nearly about IC. Same IC1 and IC2 is same. Let us say this value is nothing but the IC. So I am telling you this value is nothing but the IC. So I can write IC 1 plus 2 by beta plus I1. This is I reference. So this is 0.75 VO done. IC 1 plus 2 upon beta. See, beta they have given 200. So I am writing 200 plus this is 0.25. We have calculate. If you do this calculation, I am sure 0.495 milliampere, nearly about this you will get, or I can write it is 0.5 milliampere. So your answer is IC1 is equal to IC2 is equal to 0.5 milliampere. First answer. First answer. This is the first answer. Second, I have to find the value of RC. With this I have to find. I have to find this. So look here, 12 volt is equal to this voltage plus this voltage. You can say here 12 voltage is equal to, this is always with respect to ground. So 12 voltage is equal to IC2 into RC plus VO. VO is given, you know IC2, you can calculate RC. So this is your question, what is RC? So 12 voltage is equal to IC2 into RC plus VO. This is your 12 minus VO upon IC2 is equal to RC. So RC is This is a 12 minus 6 volt upon 0.5 milliampere. So from this you can find the RC is, this is 12 kilo ohm. This is the second numerical. Just let us revise. For the circuit is given to you. All this data is given. 12K, this is 6 volt, this is 2.8, VB is 0.7, beta is your 200. They will give in exam. Now question, find this current and also find this value if you want to get the VO is equal to 6 volt. So what is the method we did? You see in the circuit, easily first you can find the I1. Why? VB is 0.7 they have given, so you can find this. As you know the I1, you can also know the I reference. Sir, why? This voltage plus this voltage is equal to 12. VB is given to you, so I can easily find the I reference. Once you know the I reference, once you know the I1, so look the equation. I reference is equal to IC1 plus IB1 plus IB2 plus I1. So by using this, and we have taken this identical transistor, these two are nearly equal, I can write. But even though here next step I have used this, these two are equal, so I can get. So by putting all this value I reference, I1, you can calculate the IC, beta is known to you, beta is given. So this is your second numerical. Let us do the third numerical. Third numerical. For a given circuit, I use word for a given circuit. Look here. This is your ground line. This is a resistor R, 4.7 kilo ohm. Here's one transistor I am showing you. From this it is connected to the base. Say this is a Q1. Say this current is IB1. It is connected to the another transistor. This is your ammeter. From here they have connected to this. This is they have connected to the base of transistor 3, and this is common ground Q3. Here they have connected resistor R, and this is they have written plus 10 volt, and here they have mentioned minus 10 volt with respect to some ground. This is a Q2, Q3. Okay. Beta of this transistor they have written. Beta of this transistor is 100. VB is 0.75 volt. Calculate the value of IE3. What is IE3? This is they have given. This is the circuit as shown in figure. The supply is plus 10 volt, and here plus 10, here minus 10. Calculate the value of IE3. Look here, I am taking the current I here. From this bifurcation, see the bifurcation, I1 and this is IC1. So I am writing the solution. See, current I is equal to, I can write IC1 plus I1. Now look, what is I1? I1 you can say clearly, from this point you will get say I1 dash, and second is say IB1. So IC1 is plus, what is I1 at this point? So I1 I can write I1 dash plus IB1. So I am using this value in this equation. I am using this value in this equation. So I can write this is your IB1 plus I1 dash. So IC1 plus IC1 upon beta plus I1 dash. IC1 1 plus 1 upon beta plus I1 dash. Beta is large, so 1 upon beta tends to 0. So I can write I is equal to, so I can write I is equal to IC1 plus I1 dash. So let me use another page. So I can write I is equal to IC1 plus, look, I1 dash. I1 dash. Now, what is I1 dash? Check. This I1 dash is nothing but the IC2. Look here. This I from this point. Let me write IC2. This IC2 plus it is IB2 plus you can say IB3. See this I1 dash, so you can say I1 dash is equal to IC2 plus IB2 plus IB3. You can see here, look here, I1 dash is equal to this current plus this current plus this current. So I1 dash is equal to IC2 plus IB3 plus IB1. So see here, so I can use this I1 dash in this equation. This I1 dash I will use in this equation. So let me use in this equation. So I can write I is equal to IC1 plus IC2 plus IB2 plus IB3. So I can write IC1 plus IC2 plus IC2 upon beta plus IB3. So I can write IC1 plus IC2 1 plus 1 upon beta plus IB3. Beta is large, so 1 upon beta tends to 0. So I can write IC1 plus IC2 plus IB3. Now listen, due to mirror effect I am writing IC1 is nearly equal to IC2 is equal to, let me say what, IC. IC3 is nearly equal to what, say IC. So this is 2IC plus IC by beta. So IC into bracket 2 plus 1 upon beta. You can take everything from the beginning, but I am thinking like this because the book which you are referring, that this is the method they given, you can do directly. So I am using this here, so I can write here this equation. I am putting this value here. I is equal to, this is beta is large, so 1 upon beta tends to 0. So I can write 2IC. What is I? I have to find out. So look the circuit. Look the circuit, how you can find the I. This voltage plus this voltage, can you see this voltage is equal to 10 voltage. Minus 10 with respect to ground means there. minus 10 voltage with respect to ground. So you can say this voltage, current multiplied by resistor plus this voltage is equal to minus 10. So from the figure you can write. See, from circuit you can write. From circuit you can write 10 is equal to current multiplied by 4.7 kilo ohm plus VB. You can see here. From the circuit you can write this voltage with respect to this minus 10, this voltage in this point. This voltage how much? Minus 10 with respect to this. So what does it mean? This voltage VB plus this voltage is equal to, you can say, 10 voltage. So or you can write this voltage plus VC is equal to 10 voltage. Everything is the same. So I can write 10 volt is equal to 4.7 kilo ohm into current I plus VB. VB is how much they have given? VB they have written 0.75. If I am not doing mistake, they have written 0.75. Yes, 0.75. So 10 minus VB upon 4.7 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to current I. So I can write current I is equal to 10 minus 0.75 upon 4.7 kilo ohm. If you do this calculation, we will get 1.97 milliampere. We have written I is equal to 2IC. So IC is equal to I by 2. So 1.97 upon 2, you will get 0.98 milliampere, nearly about. Now they are asking you IE3. So you know that collector current is nothing but the nearly equal to ammeter current. Therefore I can write ammeter current is 0.98 milliampere. This is the question and you are getting the answer. So see the methods you have to see from this. I can use the 1 upon beta tends to 0 extra. I am telling you 1 upon beta tends to 0 in a previous problem also. You can use this. See, in a previous problem you can use it, you can get directly answer. You can check, you can get here in all this problem, you can use the 1 upon beta tends to 0 and you can get your answer. Now here 3 numerical we have done. Now I am discussing some another topic. Basic inverting amplifier circuit, basic op-amp circuit amp, and then I am starting summing amplifier. Look here, this is a basic inverting amplifier circuit I am showing. Basic inverting amplifier circuit I am discussing here. Basic inverting amplifier circuit I am showing here. Basic inverting amplifier, resistor R1, resistor RF R1, this is your VI, this is your resistance, you can say R compensated. You study in a last semester. So this is your VO, this is your ground, and let us summarize some point here. This is a basic inverting amplifier circuit in which input is given to the inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal is grounded through the resistance R compensated. Due to infinite input resistance of the op-amp, this does not draw any current. This does not draw any current. due to infinite input impedance between these two. I am talking about ideal amplifier, ideal op amp. This does not draw any current. Due to infinite open loop gain already you know this is your infinite and this is your infinite. Due to infinite open loop gain, voltage drop between these two tends to 0. This voltage drop tends to 0, means this point is considered as this point, no voltage drop across this, so this is a ground line, so this point behaves a ground, so this point is called virtual ground. Already you know this point A is called virtual ground. What is the reason? Reason is that voltage drop across this is 0, so this potential and this potential is same. If this two potential is same, so this and this is ground, no voltage drop across this, so this point and this point and this point are similar, so this is called virtual ground. And using this fact, we have derived the equation in last semester is this minus Rf by R1, and here we have written VO by Vi is nothing but the minus Rf by R1. So I can write VO is equal to minus Rf upon R1 into Vi. So Rf by I, but Rf by R1 is equal to K. So VO is equal to minus K into Vi. The same circuit you can use in a different way. See, suppose I want to use as a scale changer. Then use K as an integer. This K is an integer. If you use K as an integer quantity, means these are 2R1, these are 3R1, 4R1. So output scale, output is multiply, input is multiplied by some constant, that will be your output. So output scale means output voltage can be calibrated in some scale. So it is scale changer they are writing. Second, phase shifter. This circuit can be used as a phase shifter if RF is nothing but the inductor or capacitor. RF is nothing but the inductor or capacitor, means like this. If I am connecting here inductor or capacitor, if you vary this, the phase shifter between the output and input voltage will be vary. So it is called phase shifter. Either you connect the capacitor or you connect inductor. You can connect the here inductor. So either you connect here capacitor or inductor. If the value of this vary, the phase of the output and input will be changed. So that circuit is called phase shifter. Third is a inverter. Same circuit you can use as a inverter. Inverter, if you take K is equal to minus 1. If you take K is equal to minus 1 means what? But here I have written Rf by R1 is K. So if you take the K is equal to 1, means Rf by R1 is equal to 1. So you will get VO is equal to minus Vi. Then you will get VO is equal to minus Vi. So you will get VO is equal to, in inverter, K is equal to what? 1 if you take, then VO is equal to minus Vi. So this circuit can work as an inverter, means output is a invert of the input signal. So that circuit is called inverter. Now another circuit I want to discuss, that circuit is called summing amplifier. Summing amplifier, that I want to discuss. Summing amplifier. Whenever you want output is a sum of the input signal, then summing amplifier is used. There are two types of the summing amplifier: inverting summing amplifier and non-inverting summing amplifier. So let us first discuss inverting summing amplifier. It's very simple circuit. This is your inverting summing amplifier. Say I am giving the input V1 here. This is your V2, this is your V3, and I am connecting to the inverting terminal of the op-amp, inverting terminal. So title I am writing inverting summing amplifier. This is used to solve the linear equation in an analog circuit. This circuit, you will get here output. Let me say this is your point A, this is your feedback resistor, say RF. This current is I1, this current is I2, I1, this current is I3. This is all voltage what I am mentioning here. V1 is with respect to ground, V2 is with respect to ground, V3 is with respect to ground. And here are compensated resistors, are compensated. It is nothing but you must be knowing, you studied in a last semester. Okay. Now let us derive the equation of output voltage. In a inverting summing amplifier, the output is a sum of the input signal, negative sign of the sum of the input signal, that I want to show. So it's very easy. Look here. Due to infinite input resistance, this does not draw any current. Due to infinite voltage drop, due to infinite open loop voltage gain, voltage drop between these two tends to 0. So this is a virtual ground. So current at this point is 0. This is a virtual ground. Remember, listen again. Due to infinite input resistance, this does not draw any current. Due to infinite voltage gain of the op-amp, voltage drop at this point is 0. So this point behaves as a virtual ground, A point. So sum of the current at this point, sum of the current at this point is tends to 0, means it is 0. So I am writing sum of the current I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus IF will be 0. So I can write V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3 plus VO by RF is 0. So I can write VO is equal to minus RF by R1 into V1, RF by R2 into V2 plus RF by R3 into V3. Remember this equation for any inverting summing amplifier. This is the equation of the output voltage. Please remember this equation for solving the numerical. What I have written, look here, minus sign RF by R1 into V1 plus RF by R2 into V2 plus RF by R3 into V3. If you say, so all are equal, R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3 is equal to RF. So your output voltage is the addition of all these three input, addition of all these three input. So output is a sum of the input signal. So it is called summing amplifier. Suppose someone say R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3 is equal to, I want to take 3 RF. So look here, VO is equal to minus V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus upon, sorry, V1 plus V2 plus V3 upon 3. Means if you take this value, you will take output is a average of these three input signal. Output is what? Average of these three input signal. So in this topic, very easy. This current, this plus I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to IF, you can say, or I can write this total sum of the current at the point, nodal point A is 0. So V1 by R1, V2 by R2, V3 by R3 plus VO by RF is equal to 0. So you can derive the standard equation. Remember this equation. In next lecture we will do the numerical based on this equation. Just now we'll see the one small numerical. V1, if I take this all is equal to RF, then you can take this all is cancelled. So output is the sum of the input signal. If this is your 3RF, 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 the output is a average of the input signal. Here is the end of this topic. Now suppose somebody is asking you, design a circuit which gives the output like this. Output as shown in this equation. This is your some example. Okay. So answer. Design a circuit which give the output is equal to -1 into bracket 0.1 V1 plus 10 V2 plus 0.5 V3. Very simple way you can design. Always I told you just now, please compare with the standard equation. So I am comparing this with the standard one. What the standard equation? RF by R1 into V1 plus RF by R2 into V2 plus RF by R3 into V3. So take RF is equal to 10 kilo, R1 you will get 100 kilo. So you will get, see, if you take this you will get 0.1 second. This is your 10 kilo ohm. If I take the R2 is 1 kilo ohm, I will get 10. So R2 is 1 kilo ohm. Look again. I have to select the value of RF and R1 such that I will get here 0.1, RF by R2 such that I will get 0.2, RF by R3 such that I will get 0.5. So here I have taken RF is 10, R1 is 100, so I will get 0.1. RF is 10, R2 is 1, so you can get 10 now. Already you have taken the RF. Now I would select the R3. 0.5. So this is 10 divided by 20 I have to do. So this is 20 kilo ohm. So if I 10 divided by 20 I will get 0.5. So this is the what component value you have selected. Now so from this I can draw the circuit like this. I am drawing the circuit. Look here. This is R1, R2, this is R3. This is connected like this. This is op-amp minus. This is R compensated. This is ground. This value is R1 parallel R2 parallel R3 parallel RF. This is RF. I have taken how much? 10 kilo ohm. This is your R1. I have taken 100 kilo ohm. This is R2. I have taken 1 kilo ohm. This is R3. I have taken 20 kilo ohm. This is V1, V2, V3. So this output is nothing but the minus, you can say, from this you can get the output VO is nothing but the 0.1 V1 so you will get VO you will get minus 0.1 V1 plus 10 V2 plus 0.5 V3. So in this way, what is the question? Design a circuit. Big question like this: design a circuit which gives output according to this equation using op-amp. So answer, this is a standard equation. Compare this equation, the equation given to you, compare equation given to you, this one with the standard one. So from this, Ra by R1 is 0.1, Ra by R2 is 10, Ra by R3 is 0. So you select yourself value of Ra by R1, so there you will get 0.1. Rb is fixed now, 10. So R2 you have to select 10. R3 you select, you will get 0.5. And putting all this value here, so this circuit will give you the output VO, and this VO is nothing but this equation you will get. Here I am keeping the end of the lecture. Thank you.